Okay, here's the airplane. I'm going to just walk around it, making a few comments. We've got new side windows in the doors on either side. And then the wingtips. The front end's been reworked to put in these wingtip lights. You can see the little strobe lights there. And I'm making the covers right now that go on and fit in that recessed area. Glued some of the tape back down that came up. You can see the paint that I got was a little bit off. That's darker color is paint. The lighter color is the polycoat, polyfiber compatible stuff. But it's a little off as well, so it needs to be probably painted with the automotive paint. And glued that down right there. Still a couple of little areas that might need a little glue. And you see the tail. There's the end number. Go around. Got an antenna right there. It's a little dirty. You need to wipe the dirt off, clean the airplane. That's just dirt accumulating on it, sitting here in the hangar. The doors, the panel is not in at the moment. The radio was not working, so in order to get the radios out, I had to pull the panel out. But you can get an idea for how the Cavalier is built right there. And I've got tools all in the cabin, but you can see the color scheme. And do back here in the area there. The doors open up very wide, and the center section is just a thin part there, so it's real easy to get in and out of this airplane. And on this side I've had kind of the same thing. Kids were drawing designs in the dirt. I need to get that wiped clean. But you can see where I had to glue down that tape across there. And the wingtip. These are just leftover doodads from the tri-pacer over there. Pick them up and get them off the wing. Show you the wingtip over here. Same thing as what was on the other side. The wires hanging down are all hooked up except for the gas tank. And I've got just connectors that I got from Aircraft Spruce, so when they're all done you'll just have a single connection. But I've got to match the two wires for the gas tank, and I'm not for sure. These are extra wires here that don't go anywhere. But these two, I've got to, on the other wing as well, have to plug into the receptacle in order to get the right indication on there's your pitot-static tube. Got my toolbox in the way. Now the engine compartment, I want you to see the engine real good. Let me get the cowling out of the way. This is a metal propeller that we have. It's a Lycoming 0235. And bring you up to speed on the motor. Still need to run the crankcase breather through, I believe I'm going to run it through the baffling over on this side somewhere into a oil separator. This is just a battery charger I can take off Show you the baffling is for the RV6 cowling, and that's the way it goes up over the prop, RV style. I've just got rivets holding the baffling in place. And let's see. Let me turn the prop up so we can see a little better. It's got a one-wire alternator, which is off of a Honda, I believe. The exhaust is custom built. It's actually just sticking in right here, held in with springs. So it's very easy to repair, very easy to replace. On either side, the two go into one, and then down and out. The throttle quadrant, the Aero V requires a reverse quadrant, so I had to make a little reverse mechanism there. And that goes around to the carburetor. I'll show you that in a moment. I've got heavy-duty cowling attachments, brackets, bolted right to the firewall. The battery is the slim type they use a lot on RVs, the Odyssey battery. All the hoses are new. These are oil hoses here. And let's see what else. That's about all I can show you on this side. Walk around the engine. Show you the carburetor. It's an Aero V carburetor. As you can see there, with a K&N air filter. It's a real slim fuel injector type throttle body injector, and it's mounted on a 90-degree intake tube that we fabricated, very strong. You can see the oil drain that we have put in. It does have the lightweight starter right there. Most of the electrical cable wiring is new. Have the same exhaust set up here as we had on the other side. And you can see that attachment. Let's see if I can get a little different angle on the throttle body injector. There you can see it. And the plumbing on that goes to a fuel pressure regulator here, and it receives fuel from the gasculator. That's a new Van's gasculator, and the quick drain on it comes down off of that. And you can see the new cable ends that I put on all the little push-pull cables. These are for the cabin heat and cabin vent boxes. I don't have the scat tubing hooked up yet. This would be your fuel pressure sender, your oil cooler, which is mounted to the back of the baffling, and these are your two solenoids. You got your master and your starter solenoids there. We're going with an electronic tack, so we've capped off the tack feed here, and the vacuum pump's been removed, so we put a plate on that, as you can see. The engine mount is brand new. Of course, it has to be to fit the RV nose gear. the full cast ring nose gear. It goes up and connects into the engine mount, as you can see right there. And we've got an extra connection under the firewall. I need to put a spacer in there to make it attach really strong. The main gear is off of a Cessna 150, just the leaf spring. All the brakes are new. Oh, let's see, let me get back in the cabin and show you if I can get the rudder pedals, all the brake master cylinders are brand new. Let's see if they'll show up on the video. May not have enough light. Yeah, still, well, no, you can't see the master cylinder hid behind the pedals, but they're there. All that wiring that you see is just dangling as I need to put the panel back in. And then it'll be a real neat installation. As you can see the throttle, there is a throttle, and off to the side of it is a black mixture control. If you look real careful, you can see it. It's pulled out. And the switches and the breakers right there. Let's see, I'll just let me get some more of the I'll come over here to the other side of the hangar and show you the cowling. That still needs a little bit of work. As you can see, I had to modify it to fit this installation a little bit. Still need to do some sanding and painting, but you can see where I've had to make a few changes to it to make it fit properly. This is the lower cowling here. You can see the baffling material here that goes into the motor. And then the upper cowling half here. I had to cut out sections and make it a little more narrow towards the firewall, and then a little bit longer as well. Then you can see the little cowling attachments and the tabs that I put on there. But we'll come back over and look at the motor a little bit more on the video for you. Kind of size it up. Come at it from a little different angle here. Walk around. Those exhaust pipes probably need to be cut off a little bit. They're a little long, sticking out under there. Just haven't got to that yet. Back over here on this side. I didn't point out before, but we can do that now. This is going to be your oil pressure sender here, and your oil temperature sender comes off there. It's all electronic. all the wires come in and go through the firewall here. The primer system, I did not point that out a while ago. That's it. It's kind of hard to see from this side, so let me go to the other side and show you that. The primer system takes fuel off the top of the primer. The fuel pumps are inside, so this is pressurized fuel out here. Comes off and it comes over to a little solenoid valve, which when activated, the pressurized fuel goes out the other side and then comes over to the fuel lines, which go into the little fuel lines here, which go up into the cylinders, directly into the cylinders. And you've got two on the other side, so you're squirting fuel in all four. It'll start real easy. There's another look at your lightweight starter. Okay, so that's probably good enough for that. Give you an idea what we've got here. So I'll back away and leave you with seeing the airplane in the hangar. That's the tri-pacer I'm working on as well at the moment. And this is our little hangar at the airport. Got another Cessna in the hangar. And there we go. And I'll leave you with that. Bye-bye.